episode 10 of MLB 20 or so every 1 or 2 days a week. This is Data, your host from Bunny's group, and Volko's group, and the one and only Tuba's group. I'm always a part between those three. If you guys are doing again, want to catch more MLB 20 every 1 to 2 days a week. When I was trying to do a new episode of Watch Dogs Legion, it pretty much stopped after 32 minutes. At this point, I'm like, are you kidding me? So let's see what happens so far this morning. I don't know how it's going to act up tonight, but once you guys are getting a new episode of Assassin's Creed Valhalla, so we can actually jump on that. So if you guys are hoping to hit that like button and red support button. I did lose 4 supporters this morning because of the purge, but if anybody can get me back up there, it's Tuber and Running Egg for Sir. Guys can hit that like button, tweet it out, share it, comment, stay connected, make sure YouTube doesn't take your followers. If there's anybody in the chat, now it's just Discord. You guys can tell me you guys said hello and send me a friend request. Let me know if you guys want to chit chat or anything. You can actually stay positive as good as we can. But if we watch our videos in full, like them, share them, tweet them out, comment. Stay connected. The more we all bring in, the more we consider you guys as family. I'm still at 103 moderators, so we guys are getting Valhalla tonight. As I said, the connection doesn't wipe out anything from last night. You guys also want to vote for the Idol. Alan's at 30, Gray Soman at 13. You guys can also drop your channel links in the chat if you guys like, so we can actually see who can follow who and who does not want to be followed who. Let me drop this link, then we'll get started. But other than that, I actually did quite well between the other. Alright guys, as it will be game 1 of 3 this morning. As it will be the 4 and 5 Tigers taking on the 4 and 4 Kansas City Royals so far this morning. In game 1 in Kansas City, on the mound for the 4 and 5 Tigers today, will be Casey Mize. Mize has a 1-0 win-loss record and 8 strikeouts. And on the mound for the 4 and 4 Royals today will be Jacob Zunis. 7 strikeouts, has a 3.60 ERA. We'll take it down to the ballpark today, guys. Remember, guys, stay connected, stay safe, and making sure you guys don't get the stupid virus or anything that's less than organic or anything. I will be with Running Egg later on today. He's going to be starting around 2 o'clock, and basically his time was usually the same thing, around a little more normal or not normal behind that. Thank you, TZ, for doing that. Guys, going to IGN News a little bit later on this morning, so I don't think we usually have much when it comes to mornings. So on the mound today for the 4 and 5 Tigers, it's the right-handed Casey Mize behind the other. And here's the starting lineup for the 4 and 5 Tigers of the season as it's listed. Leading off first will be Victor Reyes at center field, at center. Harold Kessler's at DH, in second batting position. We got Zamir Candelario at third, Jonathan Scope at second, with Kessler at short, CJ Crowd at first, Kobe Jones at left field, and left-handed batter. Juan Bonifacio is at right field, aka right field. And batting ninth is the catcher, Jake Rogers, doing the catching between the other. Jake Rogers was really tired, so he'll be sit out one game or 2. And Jorge Bonifacio is a little bit tired between any status. So how is everyone doing this morning on this Monday morning? Hope you guys are well, staying safe. Hey, what's up, Randall? How you doing? Welcome to the chat, buddy. How are you? What's going on with you this morning? I did not watch Ravens Browns, but I have to tell you, it was a really good classic. But my Steelers are still 11-2 to make sure. I still think we're still going to be in the playoffs, which I still think we are. But other than that, Epic Connection. I mean, I was trying to do a new episode of Watch Dogs Legion, in which I was trying to do that, but basically the fucking connection stopped it. but it's all good. So on the mound today for the 4-4 Royals, as you can see in the middle of your screen, it's Jacob Zunas. Against second start of the season with a 3.60 ERA, 8 hits, and 7 strikeouts. Oh, crappy as buddy. So, anything less crappy? Well, not really. But other than that, work continues to go good, the way it's been going. I go back Thursday, Friday, then I'm off to Saturday. 4-4 Royals, or 4-4 of the season. I finally obtained for Howard. I've been killing it in that game, and now I can't even play it because my controller wants to be a pill lock. Oh, that's damn stressful. And that would be fly ball to mid right, and that would be a single. Skip from second. That's a single for the Tigers. Well, do you finally have a PS5, or are you still on PS4? I got done with the PS4 after 6 years. Most likely in a different topical element, but you know. Well, we should be okay for the most part, since my opponent is still getting my PS4. Run out first, nobody out. Runner looking to steal second. At the bottom, 0-2. Oh, X1 for life? Oh, okay. So, how long have you had your X1 for? I mean, a little over 6 years between the PS4. It was actually timing. It's very amazing. To the left, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. If you guys want to drop your channels in the chat, let me know. I am currently still at 103 moderators. My opponent was trying to come in yesterday. So, see what happens as we speak. 1-2 from the stretch. At the bottom, that's a strikeout. That's the first out for the Tigers. So Randall, I'm gonna ask you, buddy, what do you think of the new layout of the #1 seed, the PS5? Canoyo's batting .278, 2 home runs, 4 ribbies, when it first went out. I mean, I've actually had this PS5 for almost 3 weeks, but the only major problem is the connection. The connection is glitched. It keeps on saying failed and failed. It's like almost anything for sure. But you know, this is actually my final system of my career. It's better than nothing. Gets the sign down from the stretch. Runner looking to steal second. At the bottom. And he's caught out trying to steal second. That's the second out for the Tigers. And that's the second strike. I don't know anything about the PS5, not to mention... Oh, hold up a minute. Not to mention, I have no desire to get it. But, do you like the format? I mean, do you like the layout, or what do you think of it? Your honest opinion from the stretch. And that will be fly ball to right center field. You're gonna get there, makes the catch, and the inning is over. It's like any team is up and running. Tigers lead 1, game 1 in Kansas City. At the bottom of the first inning, Tigers nothing, and the Royals coming up to bat. Yeah, the appearance, yeah. The appearance, the setup between this PS5, and, I mean, do you like it, dislike it, or is it beautiful, the one the PS4 did? Better than that. On the mound for the 4-5 Tigers today, with Casey Myers, his second start. And due off first for the Royals will be Alberto Mendesi, 187, 1 home run, 1 ribby. Myers from the stretch. Here's the pitch. The middle 0-1. I mean, do you like it in general? Or, the system itself started 8 out of 10. So did the Xbox Series X at this point. Once I don't have any internal relationship with Xbox. Well, the only Xbox system I've only had, you guys understand the story behind that. It's only kind of like over 6 months with the PS3. But I have no intention of getting those two systems again. So, 0-2 from the stretch. Foul ball to right, 0-2. And usually, and it's also because of the blue screen that you guys see. It's just that I don't know what it's going to be. Up top 1-2. It looks like Sony is trying too hard to be hip. I mean, it looks like a router.
It's still a turd.
Looks like a router. Hold on. Basically, if you polish a turd, it's still a turd. But do you like it in general, or what do you, in your honest opinion? 1 ball, 2 strikes. At the bottom, 1 and 2. I was going to say, do you like it, or is it a little bit different? 1 and 2 from the stretch. And that'll be ground ball to left center field. Picks it up, and that will be a double. That's a double for the Royals. But as far as the Series X goes, I have my honest opinion. I am not. Wait a minute. I am not impressed. Do you think they should have done something better than that? Or not exactly? Runner at second, nobody out. Myers from the stretch. And that will be fly ball to deep center. Fly ball to deep center, and it is gone. And that's the first home run by Mary. 2 on shot to deep center. Oh my goodness. If any team is a little more lucky trying to get, describe what Eddie Ball tries to mean to them. As it strikes first, it's 2-0 Royals. Bottom of the first. Nobody out. Game 1 in Kansas City. And anytime I try to do my nice voice as a commentator, Runny Egg told me, my buddy Runny Egg told me that I have a good commentary voice. That's why I've been on YouTube for over 2 years. You know, I love what I do. Same with Walmart the last 3 years. That'll bring up Salvador Perez, the catcher, number 13 out of Susie. 350, 1 ribby. Myers from the stretch. And that'll be fly ball to right, center field. Picks it up, makes the catch, 1 out for the Royals. So they could have put more thought into the design. They could also have made it backwards compatibility, if I'm getting that correctly. Hold on. Backwards compatible. That's true. But the only games that are only compatible to this #1 seed is the PS4. But do you think it wasn't a bad idea how the PS1, PS2, and PS3 were not compatible to the PS5? I'm Solar number 12, batting 194, 1 home run, 3 ribbies. Myers from the stretch. I've always thought they would have done something more spectacular or a little more better, at least. But overall, this system has been really good. The way they actually put a serious thought and a hard thought thing. But other than that, this is actually a loving, caring system. It's like if anybody's trying to get a system like this, trying to get in stock, your ass is going to have the odds of maybe or not happening. And that's the second out for the Royals. But most of us can already understand, guys, is that they put a great thought effort, made a great design, and you know. But here's the thing about the Series X and S. Those two are kind of like different generation to what this PS5 can make, and you know. But at least both consoles are really interesting without less standard notation, but you know. And that'd be ground ball to first, picks it up, gets the first base his own way, and that's the third out. Side is retired. So, game 1 in Kansas City, for the top of the second inning. Royals 2, Tigers nothing. So, what rating would you give this PS5, Randall? Your honest opinion. Do what for the Tigers? Number 8, second baseman Jonathan Scope. And on the Susie. 257, 3 home runs, 6 ribbies. Yeah, the PS4 is the only compatible thing to this PS5, so at least there's no other system that's been sadly mistaken or anything. Which there hasn't been. But it's all good. 1-0 from the stretch. That will be fly ball to right center field. We're going to get under it, makes the catch defensively. 1 out for the Tigers. Yeah, backwards compatibility would have been not a bad idea.
So here's how the Kansas City Royals are
If any console tries to get something that's better and more, a little more importance to add, but you know, it's whatever company wants to do the observation and wants to do the opportunity behind that. But it's all good. I mean, people always understand what they're trying to do and what they are trying to benefit from. And that'll bring up Willie Castro, shortstop, number 49, coming in. 258, 3 home runs, 5 ribbies. My pun will be in the chat later. So he always gets up around 8:30 in the morning. But when it comes to being off on the weekends for her, she usually sleeps in. So, with everybody gets some good quality sleep. It's like if they're having a great hard work at Walmart or whatever job they work at, 1 and 2. And that would be 5 foul ball to left, 1 and 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. But if the connection would have not been so stupid last night, you guys would have gotten an hour and a half of Legion. But it's all good. That's the second out for the Tigers. But here's the thing, Randall. If you would make one important thing about this PS5 that you would like about it, what would it be?
So that'll bring up CJ Crone.
I mean, I just think the layout's pretty good. You know, try to compare it between that and the Xbox game series itself. Here comes CJ Crone, 129, 2 home runs, 3 ribbies. 0-1 from the stretch. At the close to the bottom, 0-2. But I just think any console needs to do a better job a little bit. At the bottom, that's a strikeout. Picks it up, throws the first, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Tigers. Game 1 in Kansas City. Going to bottom of the second. Royals 2, Tigers nothing. And it all depends what's going to happen in the future. But I did sign this #1 seed for 6 years. But between the PS4 and PS5 together, those two are going to be cross-play for only 3 years, kind of like 2 or 3. Best by Mize. Bottom 0-1-0. I actually can't make an assessment at this current time, but I will say it was fully BC. I'd be really impressed. Hold up a minute. Hold on a second. I don't know what the stat says, but I'd be impressed and won't consider buying it. At least you can't be wrong. Most of us understand where we're coming from, too. That would be fly ball. That'd be foul ball to right. Look like a pretty good hit. That's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. We're gonna get to IC News in just a little bit, guys. But other than that, that swept good, work was good. Prior. Big ground ball to the center, picks it up, throws the first. 1 out for the Royals. I mean, you look at how many people that's been getting a lot of money. What they get from a job and try to buzz it as good as they can. As they always see it, Randall, and that would be that anybody can try to maybe beat the price of $499. Which I think it's a lot of money, and it's more of a general thing so people can try to purchase a big system as long as they have a lot of money and try to get more of an understandable price. Here comes number 66, first baseman Ryan O'Haron, coming in the batter's box, batting 154. IZ News will be in just a moment. Get to that in a second. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, you can do so by following me on Twitter at ZD Zach Dawson. You guys can send me out, tweet me out, leave a good comment. Hold on, there'll be ground ball to third. Get back to the 2 in second. That's a single. That's a single for the Royals. Let's go as a base hit. My number, if you guys want to know my numbers, you guys can give me your first and last name information on Twitter. If you guys want to send it in the chat. The numbers are always the same between, it's JD Zach Dawson, it's all in one word. Between the J is capitalized and the D is only capitalized itself. And the other ones are lowercase. So you guys can also look at the numbers of 824-656-00. The numbers again is 824-656-00. You guys can send me your first and last name information, so we can follow each other and see how we're doing. No balls, 2 strikes. Runner first, 1 out. Myers from the stretch. Foul ball to left, 0-2. If you guys also have a Discord, best way to say hi to me on Discord is if you do the same thing. Ground ball to second. Gets it to second. Gives it to first base. Double play. And the side is retired. Holy cow. Don't expect that every time, guys. Maybe 75% of the time. Play 2 innings today, guys. Go to top of the 3rd inning. Game 1 in Kansas City. Royals 2. Tigers nothing. If you guys also want to chit-chat on Discord, let me know. But if it's about the PS5 or anything that's more important for sure, we try to think on something on that. And the best way to always look in and the best way to increase watch time as well, guys, is remember, we watch our videos in full, like them, share them, tweet them out, stay connected, leave a good comment, and making sure YouTube doesn't take your followers as it should be. And if you guys also want to vote for the Idol, up to next year for my Love and I, like what's of the following 2 you think my Love and I should do for the Idol once we get rid of the stupid virus? To the left, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. You guys can vote Alan at 30, Gwen Selman at 13. As we speak, 2 balls, 2 strikes. That's a big strikeout. That's the first out for the Tigers. By the way, Randall, do you still have a Twitter or a Discord at this point? Or not really? Then a big up Nigel Goodrun, number 28. 500 average, 2 RBIs driven in. If you guys have any other questions, let me know. You guys can drop your channel links in the chat anytime you guys like. Record between Goodrun versus Sunas, 7 for 20. Oh, you do have both? Okay, what's your Twitter, by chance? I'm not sure if you have my ass on Twitter. I'm always loving, caring, supportive, and I'm funny. That's the way it's supposed to be between comedy. Okay, guys, let's get to some news. Today's the 15th already. Swing and a miss. And that's the second out for the Tigers. Today's the 15th, as we're about 10 days away, guys, till Christmas time. If you guys have any holidays here you guys want to bring in to the chat or anything? Finish the last minute stopping. Ground ball to first. Let's get away from it, and that's a single. First base hit, single for the Tigers. Oh my goodness. Alright guys, let's see what we're trying to do. Okay guys, today's 15th. We'll start with the first one from this morning. We'll get to that in a second. And that will be fly ball to deep center. We're going to race back a little bit, and it's caught defensively, and the inning is over. Tigers leave 2. Go to bottom of the 3rd inning, game 1 in Kansas City. Royals 2, Tigers nothing. Due up for the Royals. We're in jersey number 4, left-handed batter, left fielder, Alex Gordon. Batting .214, 1 ribby. Okay, guys, 9 hours ago, Justice League Snyder Cut may get an R-rated theatrical release.
First pitch on its way.
So guys, did you hear about that? That Justice League may have something a little bit interesting if they have what they're looking at. I mean, I've never seen Justice League though, but I actually do know what that usually is. Prior to when the previous movie did quite well, when I think it saw a 7 or 7.5 out of 10. This is actually Batman vs Superman. The left 1 and 2. But other than that, at least Justice League doesn't have to compare with those 2 companies are definitely between that and Suicide Squad. That's the first out for the Royals. So it all depends. You guys can also look at the best controllers for PC gamers. Not a PC person. That's why I'm going to be getting a good laptop in the future. Once we get good tax time and all that set. That'd be ground ball to the center field. Picks it up, throws the first in time, and that's the second out for the Royals. Up next, guys, back to the lineup is second baseman Whit Merrifield, number 15, on his jersey, on that. 2-run homer this first time is 1 for 1. Myers from the Strets. The Pets, 1-0 at the bottom. Anime fans rejoice. As a Nintendo Switch adds Funimation. Now, Funimation I have not used. I know most of you guys that are big fans of anime like I am. That'd be fly ball to right center field. Gets under it safely, and that's a third out. Side is retired. We're playing 3 innings today, guys. Game 1 in Kansas City. Go to top of the 4th inning. Royals 2, Tigers nothing. Due up first for the Tigers. I mean, DA's number 30, Harold Castro. He's 0 for 1. But yeah, I use the animes that I still like and still really like is Sailor Moon. Just like Pokemon back then. Which I haven't watched anime for a while, so that's a long article about Funimation. But when it comes to anime, it brings a lot of joy, love, combat, respect, teamwork. At this point, that'd be fly ball to deep mid center. Gets under it, makes the catch. 1 out for the Tigers. You guys can make money quick with Cyberpunk 2077 with these strategies. I did hear something that's, I don't know if it's actually a sad or a center remark about Cyberpunk. But for the ones that did pre-order that, and try to actually get a standard copy, we fireball to deep left center field. We're going to get under it, and it'll bounce off the wall between any angle on the corner, and that will be a double. A double for the Tigers. 4th double by Zamir Candelario for the 4 and 5 Tigers today. Oh my goodness. Look at one more time. Peter Jackson's favorite Lord of the Rings scene wasn't made by him. Well, I haven't heard anything on that yet. When Lord of the Rings Gollum's coming out, but I do know for a fact. I'm gonna get this on. As far as Hitman 3 goes, I think that game's gonna do good. But it all depends how good of an opportunity that Lord of the Rings is going to have for PS5. 1 out second, 1 out. And that will be pop up to right, the foul territory to right. And makes the catch. 2nd out for the Tigers. Runner will hold at 2nd. Alright guys, according to Anna Bankers, get to that in a moment. We come shortstop, Willie Castro, number 49, on his jersey. 0 for 1 for strikeout in 2nd. Alright guys, the Lord of the Rings trilogy director Peter Jackson has revealed that his favorite scene from the 3 films was, I actually, you can tell me, you guys can tell me in the chat, for Bunny's group, Volkgirl's group, and Tuba's group combined, that Lord of the Rings has been one of the greatest of all time. Between the story itself, it's been ran with a lot of occasions, plots, and, you know, no doubts or anything. And it has revealed that his favorite scene was not written or directed by the film. 0-2. The bottom, that's a strikeout. And the inning is over. Well, Tigers leave 1. Bottom of the 4th inning, game 1 in Kansas City. Royals 2, Tigers nothing. Due up for the Royals. Coming to the batter's box clean, number 13. It's Salvador Perez, the catcher. Fly out in the 1st inning, he's 0 for 1 in the ball game. 7 for 21 of the season. Gets signed down, Myers from the Strets. To left, 0-1. But it has been reported behind one, Andy Wire has been reported left behind that. It'll be foul ball to right, 0-2. The ball's 2 strikes.
Here it comes on 0-2.
That'll be a foul ball to home base, 0-2. And that'll be fly ball to center. And it'll get down. That's a single. That's a single for the Royals. That's reported by IndieWire, aka the Appendix guys, that Jackson was speaking to Stephen Colbert and was asked to pick his favorite scene between the first three Lord of the Rings movies. Where there are many iconic sources, it wasn't Helm's Deep. It wasn't Sam having Frodo climb Mount Doom behind that. But I have to tell you guys, the goodest scenes that I've ever seen, ground ball to third, gives it a second, gives it the first double play defensively, out number 2 for the Royals. Oh my goodness. But it was Gollum's monologue where he was having a conversation with himself and Smeagol from the Two Towers. Now with that combined, Randall, you guys in the chat, have you guys seen that scene? I mean, I've seen Lord of the Rings a bunch of times from the future and past. I don't know who I'm trying to figure out who the fuck played Gollum, but I think he actually did a good job. I would assume. Mine's from the Strets. I mean, the one that has the ring first. Well, you guys remember inside the story that Isildur had it first. Before his father actually took in the before the end of that scene, actually, to the left, 0-2, no balls, 2 strikes. And then the one that actually had the ring next, before Frodo actually had it, so I think these actors did a really good job between the first 3. That'd be ground ball to center, picks it up, throws the first defensively, and the side is retired.
Nothing doing for the Royals.
Royals leave 1. Go to top of the 5th inning. Game 1 in Kansas City. Royals 2. Tigers nothing. Now, Jackson went on to state, and I quote, "We were shooting the Two Towers, and it was introducing Gollum. A key thing with Gollum is that most people know he's Smeagol and he's Gollum. It's like a split. But we hadn't got a scene where you really got the idea of it, that this guy is 2 people. So we knew that we needed it, but we had no time to shoot it," unquote. So back when Jackson was busy with other parts of production at the time being, he was asked his co-writer and co-producer Fran Walsh to create the scene where the 2 halves of Gollum were interacting with each other. To the left, 1-0. The wreck between Kron versus Zunas, 1 for 9. Navs 1-11 with 4 strikeouts. Up top, Angle 1-1, 1 ball, 1 strike. So it really all depends. So, I mean, Jackson did a good job directing that too. Foul ball to right, 1-2. But have you guys seen Lord of the Rings? I'm pretty sure 90% of the time you guys have. To left, 2-2. December 2020's Nintendo Switch Online NES and Super NES games have been revealed. To the right, 3-2. Up next is Jacoby Jones, 182, home run, 1 ribby. He is on deck. And that will be fly ball to center. Gets under it defensively, makes the catch, 1 out for the Tigers. That'll bring up Jacoby Jones, number 21, left-handed batter, left fielder. Struck out in 3rd inning, he's 0 for 1. From the stretch, 1-0 at the bottom. And also, guys, the record between Jones versus Zunas, 6-16, averages 375 with a ribby, I think. To the right, 1-1. Well, by the way, like I said, Randall, when was the last time you came in the chat? It's actually been a while. That'll be, once again, fly ball to center. Gets under it. Finds the spot, makes the catch. That's the 2nd out for the Tigers. Up next, number 28, Nico Goodrum. He's 0 for 1 for strikeout in the 3rd inning. how to get a very NSFW weapon in Cyberpunk. You guys will have the series video of Cyberpunk this week. That will be this Thursday and Fridays every week. Since I did trade in a couple of games last week. Bottom 0-2. Actually, no, over the weekend. Did that on Saturday. You guys can look at the best gaming monitors for smooth, full HD gaming. You guys can look at a good, significant price on it. So that's giving up 13 balls, 38 strikes for 51 for the 4-4 Royals. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Zunis from the stretch. And look like a good hit. Foul ball to right. 1-2. Tom Hardy's Bane performance yet to be fully appreciated. As we speak, there'll be fireball to left center field. And it'll bounce off, little off the curve. And that will be a double. And it's a double for the Tigers. Oh my goodness, look at it one more time. Wow. Now, most of us already seen how Bane made his first appearance in The Dark Knight Rises. And based on performance, I think it did quite well. It was back when Christian Bale did his last one as Batman back then. Way before Christian Bale made a different return. We ground ball to third, picks it up, throws the first, and that's all she wrote. Game 1 in Kansas City, to the bottom of the 5th inning. Royals 2, Tigers nothing. Due first for the Royals, it's third baseman number 17 on his jersey, Hunter Dozier. He's 0 for 1 for ground out in the 2nd inning. 4-4 Royals, we're gonna have a little bit of deep appearances in the batter's box. In performance. Myers from the stretch. At the bottom, 0-1. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out who actually did play Gollum. I think he actually was a man-human being before he got transformed and got a different look. Makes the Cats first out for the Royals. New Fortnite graphics mode for PC provides performance boosts on old hardware. That'll bring up Ryan O'Hara, number 66. Second in the 2nd, he's 1 for 1.
First pitch of the at-bat.
The bottom 1-0. And seriously, according to Matt Porcelo, I'm still not a big, stupid fan of Fortnite. A lot of people try to get more of a good length and all that other shit behind it.
1-1.
Are you still in the chat, Randall? 1 ball, 1 strike. That'd be ground ball to a little bit of fly ball to mid center. It'll bounce off the wall. And that's a double. It's a double for the Royals. First double by Ryan O'Hara for the 4-4 Royals today. So Don the Bomb, he loves the update. Congrats, my man. Keep up the good work. CD Projekt Red addresses why it didn't delay Cyberpunk once again. That's the problem right there. Well, like I said, Cyberpunk did get a first look back then before they actually delayed any other set behind it. But Cyberpunk did get delayed, not once, but twice, but fucking 3 times, I would assume. 1 on 2nd, 1 out. Myers from the stretch. That'd be ground ball from the pit mound. Throws the first immediately, 2nd out for the Royals. 1 on 2nd goes to 3rd. And we have one last article for today. There's a little bit of stoppage between it. Here comes number 4, Alex Gordon. Left-handed batter, left fielder. Right on 3rd, 2 outs. Bottom 1-0. Okay, guys, I'll get this article too from this morning. And I also didn't have anything fucking to drink either. What I have left is a little bit of water, but I don't think it's going to help. According to Zone Olderman, Vin Diesel has joined developer Studio Wildcard and is an executive producer on Arc 2, the game he also stars in. Now, Vin Diesel, he's actually one of the goodest looking actors of all time, from Fast and Furious and The Last Witch Hunter, and also Triple X between 2 out of 3 movies. Which, most of us already know in the chat that he was not in the second one, the State of the Union with Ice Cube. The bottom 3 and 2. Up next is Alberto Mendesi, 206 Abbots. He's on deck. Gets signed down. 3 and 2. At the bottom. And that is a strikeout. And it's just calling it. Status retired, excuse me. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Game 1 at Kansas City. Royals 2, Tigers nothing. Due up for the Tigers, back to the lineup. Will be Victor Reyes, number 22 at center field. Swing on his first time is 1 for 2. Definitely not reading that. But most of us know how Vin Diesel tries to react between any actor, so that's why he goes way back between besides the first one. Back when Paul Walker was very romantic and loving and caring. Okay, one last article, 2 last articles. GTA Online KO Heist gameplay. Bottom 1 and 2. We'll look at that. And also GTA's Cairo Preco Heist has 7 years of evolution. 1 ball, 2 strikes. To the left, 2 and 2. Okay, that's the long article. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that will be fly ball to right center field. Looking to race upon it, and that'll bounce off the wall. And that'll be a double. Double for the Victor Reyes, second double for the 4 and 5 Tigers today. Oh my goodness. Look at that, guys. It almost looked like a home run right there. You guys can see yourselves. News. You guys will get more news tonight once we do Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I will be running at 2. Up top, 0-1. And that'll bring up Pedro Castro, number 30, DH. Struck out, flown out. He's 0 for 2. Run out second, nobody out. At the bottom, 1 and 1. Get about 3 likes. Not bad, not bad. Remember, guys, the more we bring in, the more we stay connected. It's more importantly to be part of the family. That'll be ground ball to second. Picks it up. Throws to first. And that's out number 2 for the Tigers. Runner at second goes to third. With any player from any baseball team tries to get there quickly, but always tries to take its time a little bit. Runner at third, 1 out. From the stretch. At the bottom, 1-1. Okay, you want to talk about when we should take a vaccine? Well, it'll be coming real soon. So we don't have to take a virus protection on that. Guys will get more news tonight. You guys also understand, when I was in the middle in the chat last night, one of my new supporters from Money's group, he's actually a loving, caring, wonderful man. To the left, 1 and 2. The comment I got from the Theater and Gaming, he asked me what am I going to be doing with my channel. Well, basically it's been over 2 years since I've been on this anything regular. You guys are always loving and caring, supporting, always staying connected, like my format, and I think it's going to stay right where it's at for the most part. But you guys might be in a couple of good surprises soon, and you know, it's always really nice for something to look upon it, and I consider everything's accountable to good stuff, and that's why there's always room to have great content. That's why more people that come into your chat gets to see what you guys are looking to do, what to do and what not to do. As long as you know what you love to do in your content, more people will come in for population. That's why I always do 5 games instead of 6. That's the important thing. That's why I bring the popularity to you guys. You give popularity to me. You know, that's the important thing between the other stuff that comes combined. But you know, I've come this far. My opponent's been getting this far with me. That'd be ground ball to center. We're gonna get under it. We're gonna get a little bit under it, and that'll be an RBI double. Oh my goodness. As it's now 2-1 Royals. Top of the 6th, 2 outs. Game 1 in Kansas City. 2-1 Royals, top of the 6th, 2 outs. Game 1 in Kansas City. Soonest from the stretch. That'll be ground ball. Call from second base. And the side is retired. And that will be Whit Merrifield for the 4 and 5 Royals making the catch. Go to bottom of the 6th inning, game 1 in Kansas City. Royals 2, Tigers 1. Due up for the Royals. We shortstop number 27, Almendovo Mendesi. He doubled, had a run, he's 1 for 2. Myers from the stretch, here's the pitch. You guys see what I do between my channel. I ask you guys normally 24/7. If you guys have a Twitter, you can do so by following me on Twitter as JD Zach Dawson. I'm loving, caring, funny, understandable. Between any exception to the population, you know, I mean, I'm always called. I also want to thank Ronnie Egg for calling me the nickname the one and only from Titanic, which I really am. And that's the important thing. First out for the Royals. You guys have been so supportive. That's why, if it wasn't for the stupid, sloppy connection last night, I would have told you guys and continued. That's why I'm continuing so far today, you know. That's why we're understandable, more loving and caring with luck, risk, and breathtaking. You guys, Whit Merrifield, second baseman, 2 on side in the first inning. He's 1 for 2. Myers from the stretch, 0-1. To the left, 1-1. That's why we know what we're supposed to do. Keep on making the greatest content we can make. With God's help or Christianity, I'm 100% behind that. It's the right 2-1. But as long as we put our mind to it, most of us can do much of anything for our channel. As long as we put the work into it, put the content into it. The bottom 2 and 2. And that's what I have to say about that. You know, trust me. It's great. It's valuable. Myers from the stretch, 2 and 2. And that'll be ground ball to mid center field. Picks it up, and that'll be a single. That's a single for the Royals. Comes back between a different momental breakdown. Runner at first, 1 out. Myers from the stretch. The bottom, 0-1. And that'll bring up the catcher, Salvador Perez, 8 for 22 of the season, 1 for 2 of a single in the 4th inning. So that's what I came out to say from last night, continued. And a runner from first goes to second, but stolen base. And that is strike 2, though. Runner second, 1 out. No balls, 2 strikes from the stretch. And that'll be fly ball to right center field. Goes under it, makes the catch, second out for the Royals. Runner Rojo to second. But you guys are always awesome when you guys come in. So support, love, and a lot of respect. That's the way it should be. Continuously. Myers from the stretch. To the left, 1-0. Has an average of 143 with RISP. Foul ball to left, 1-1. Up top, 1-2. And also my 11-9 didn't get a chance to call either. Basically, he was waiting to come in the chat when I was doing Watch Dogs Legion last night. Swing and a miss. And the side is retired.
Royals leave 1. They lead it 2-1.
For the top of the 7th inning, Game 1 in Kansas City. Royals 2, Tigers 1.
Here's C.J. Cron now. And guys, 7th inning already.
Do for the Tigers, be number 26, first baseman, C.J. Cron. He's over 2 with a strikeout and a flyout. 4 and 5 Tigers, we're going to keep the pace and a bit momentum.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could.
My opponent will be in the chat later. Zunas from the stretch. To the right, ball 1, 1-0. You guys are getting Valhalla tonight. I don't expect the connection to have connection problems the way it was from last night, but I hope it doesn't happen. I know it's been having some stupid glitches. And that would be a pop-up. And the home base makes the catch, 1 out for the Tigers. We can't get that too quick, guys. Up next, number 21, left fielder, left-handed batter, Jacoby Jones. He struck out and he's flown out. He's 0 for 2.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Up top, 1-0.
There, but laid off for ball 1.
Oh, wow. Get a chance to win something behind that. It'll be ground ball, skip from second to center. And that'll be a single. That's a single for the Tigers. I mean, I'm going to have a little more of a breakfast this morning after I get done from the shower. And after I'm done with the chat, too, so we can see how we're doing on that. Here comes the manager for the 4 and 4 Royals. Coming to the mound. And it'll be it for Zunas. Zunas didn't do too bad on the performance. Gets a little more appreciation for the 4 and 5 Royals. And on the mound for the 4 and 5 Royals will be Ian Kennedy. Against 6-game appearance, 1-0 record, for 1.13 ERA, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. Runner at first, 1 out. Kennedy from the stretch. And that'll be a foul ball to home base, 0-1. Then I'll bring up Nico Goodrum, right-handed batter, right fielder, number 28 on his jersey. Double in the 5th inning, he's 1 for 2. Runner wants to go and steal second.
Now the 0-1. He's running.
To the right, that's 0-2, and caught out again. That's the second out for the Tigers. As any player from any team tries to steal second base, tries to be a little bit quicker. Tries to get a little bit quicker, doesn't get a size or a good result. Guess we want it to be a little more considered. Something more to express. Up top, that's a strikeout. Inning is over. Well, Tigers lead 1, bottom of the 7th inning, game 1 in Kansas City. Royals 2, Tigers 1. Due up for the Royals, coming to the batter's box between left to right. Will be Michael Franco, number 7, DH, coming in. 2 groundouts, he's 0 for 2. It's signed down, Myers from the stretch. I also want to deliver a set out again to Baseball Demos. He's doing the 2019 Nationals replay. Congratulations on that, buddy. Keep up good work. Keep on doing that replay. That's doing quite well for you. 1 ball, 1 strike. That'll be foul ball to right, 1-2. And if you guys also still want to drop your channel links in the chat, my opponent's at 58. She wants to get 300 by the end of 2021. And I think the virus will be ending by then. Way before then. But it all depends. 1 ball, 1-2. It all depends. Same spot, 1-2. But if we can actually get it there by the end of next year, we'll try to get something special going. That'd be ground ball to third, picks it up. Throws the first, 1 out for the Royals. Set up the Game Hunter, how you doing? You guys can take him out, he's from Runny's group. That's why Ronnie Egg is outstandable. He believes in Christmas this year, and you know we do the same thing with the power of God, Christianity. Bottom 0-1. We see what he believe. We see what we believe in perspective, and keep the good stuff in good hands. No ball, 1 strike. Foul ball to left, 0-2. Any player tries to get a piece of it. Myers from the stretch, 0-2. That'll be ground ball to right center field. Picks it up from second, throws to first. And that's a second out for the Royals. Up next, number 66, first baseman Ryan O'Haron comes in. 2 for 2 for a single and a double. Average of 267.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at bat. But I gotta think they're gonna pitch him up, maybe elevate
At the bottom,
some in this
0-1.
zone.
Like I said, you guys haven't seen my channel do very well. I've been doing a hell of a job when it comes to work at Walmart, understanding schedules, and spending time with my friend. Once my friend and I have not had any time together for the last, almost a week now. Pretty much for 5 days. The right, 2-1.
Well, he's had a good game at the plate so far.
But he was asking me when I'm going to come back down. I'm like, it all depends. But at least temperature is going to go up to the 40s later this week. The bottom, 2-2. By the time we get that vaccine, guys, the COVID-19 crap doesn't have to affect anything. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that'll be fly ball to mid right center field. And it'll bounce a little off the wall. And that will be a double. And it's a double for the Royals.
Let's take another look at just a
Holy cow.
right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact.
It's a bit more inside the audacity. Swing A. Molson. Right on second, 2 outs. Myers from the stretch. Bottom, 1-0. Runner Rojo at second. It'll bring up Edward Alvarez to ground outs. He's 0 for 2. Foul ball to home base, 1-1.
2 out here and a runner at second.
It's an average of 222 with RISP. And that'll be foul ball to right and stands 1-2. And that'll be fly ball to right center field. Gets under it, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Go to top of the 8th inning, game 1 in Kansas City. Royals 2, Tigers 1. Due for the Tigers is catcher Austin Romine, number 7, coming in the bat. He's 1 for 2. He on the plate. Kennedy from the target. The right, 0-1. So far, Randall's been the only one in the chat today. Just between quite a bit. I think I'm going to be getting plenty more tonight. Once we do Assassin's Creed Valhalla. At the bottom, 0-2. That sub connection doesn't distract my ass either. I don't think that's going to be the plan. A mistake plan or tries to get a bit more extra confident. At the bottom, 1-2. Attendance today, guys, 23,248.
I know it looked like it was way off the plate. Good job not swinging at it.
And a good standard 1 is a good standard crowd. Really is. That's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Any team tries to get calm. At least. That'd be foul ball to right, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And same spot, 2-2. Has a bit more inside. From the stretch. And same spot again, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes so far today. Kennedy from the stretch. And that's a strikeout. That's the first out for the Tigers. Any elevation between any team, between any sporting on that. And on the mound for the 4-4 Royals will be Greg Holland. Holland making his 3rd game appearance with 1 strikeout. And up next is Victor Reyes, number 22. He's 2 for 3.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Look for it up in the
To the
zone.
left, 0-1.
Those are the pitches
85 miles per hour to the left side of the signal.
Maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
But I always want my honey back in her arms most of the time. So by the time we get that vaccine, guys, like I said, we don't have to worry about getting the stupid virus. 0-1 from the stretch. And which I don't think we don't. The bottom 0-2.
Hits are even at 7 apiece.
Let's continue to hope for the best. Try to get something good for the best on that. We'll get back to the other video in a moment. The bottom 1-2. Ball, 2 strikes. No less parallel, but keeps a little more handled the way it should be. 1 ball and 2. At the bottom, another strikeout. Second out for the Tigers. And there we go. Back in little centered motion. Up next here with Casper, number 30, DH. That's Susie. Grounded down to 6th inning. He's 0 for 3.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
1-0 at the bottom, ball 1. Tries to, for any pitcher, tries to get a little more inside what he wants it bring in. At the bottom, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Excuse me. Yeah, we're still actually in that position as well. At the bottom, once again, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Gets a sign down. And that's another big strikeout again. Another strikeout. And the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Tigers. To the bottom of the 8th inning. Game 1, Kansas City. Royals 2, Tigers 1. 2 up for the Royals. Number 4, left-handed batter, left fielder, Alex Gordon. 2 strikeouts, he's 0 for 2. Point for Royals, we're going to keep steady. Mize nods his head. That'll be fly ball to left center. Picks it up, makes the catch, 1 out for the Royals. And that'll bring up shortstop number 27, Alberto Mendesi. Number 27. Doubled, had a run, he's 1 for 3.
Hopefully he got it out of his system, especially now he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot.
At the bottom, 0-1.
No balls and a strike to count.
And that'll be ground ball to left, close from second, throws to first. That's the second out for the Royals. Up next, second baseman number 15, Whit Merrifield. 2 for 3 for home runs, single, and 2 RBIs. Mize sets the target. Here's the pitch. And that'll be a fly ball to center. We're going to end the inning that quick. It's a catch. And the side is retired. Wait, 8 innings, guys. Stretch out a little bit more. We're at the top of the 9th. Game 1 in Kansas City. Royals 2, Tigers 1. And on the mound for the 4-4 Royals will be Scott Barlow. Barlow making his 5th appearance. 4 saves. With a 2.25 ERA, 5 walks, 7 strikeouts. And due off the Tigers will be Zameo Candelario. The baseman 1 for 3, double in the 4th inning. To the upper right. Remember, guys, any player that tries to get up there, you can't swing from that high. That's if it's outside the zone. The bottom, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Barlow, a 27-year-old, he was taken in the 6th round.
Like I said, guys, you can't get there too quick. Not as much as any player tries to handle it. 1 ball, 1 strike. Barlow from the stretch. The bottom, 1-2. tries to keep a bit more calm and tries to get more of a speed to look into. Up top, another strikeout. First out for the Tigers. But you know what they say on any sports team, guys? Doesn't waste any time trying to get a strike that quick. Just tries to get a player out. So it usually has to be. Here comes Anderson Scope, second baseman number 8, coming in. And if Ribby singled, he's 1 for 3.
Now here's the pitch.
At the bottom, 0-1. It's like any team with baseball just needs to settle down a little bit. Just needs to try to get it behind it. At the bottom, 1 ball, 1 strike. Gets signed down, Barlow from the stretch. Another strike again, 1 and 2. It's like any baseball team trying to swing what this person wants to have, but it's tries to get away from him. Up top, 2 and 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Barlow from the stretch. Another big strikeout, back-to-back strikeouts. Second out for the Tigers. The Tigers are down with their final out. And guys, any pitcher is not wasting any time. Tries to get the man out and keeps going. Last chance for the Tigers. Number 49 shortstop, Louis Castro. Comes in, line down 6th inning. He's 0 for 3. Barlow from the stretch. To the left, ball 1, 1-0. Gives any player formidable. That's where it has to go to.
Count even now at 1-1.
As far as keeping the event. As far as keeping normal. Up top, 2-1, 2 balls, 1 strike.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
To the right, 2 and 2. Balls, 2 strikes. Tigers down with their final strike. Then guys, the pitcher doesn't waste any time. He just keeps going. And that's a big strikeout, and the Tigers are now 4 and 6. The game 1 in Kansas City, the Royals up to 5 and 4 of the season. 2-1 was actually a little bit close. We cannot expect it between 1 or 2 runs behind that. As long as what team is doing the rightful thing and tries to keep it inside the air. Decided to switch my legs so I can have a better comfortable position behind the other. Alright, losing game 1 in Kansas City for the 4 and 6 Tigers, excuse me. 4 and 6 Tigers. Victoria was 2-4 for double. Scope had a ribby. Candelaria was 1-4 for what do you call it? A double. Double for Nico Goodrum. He was 1 for 3. Not bad of a game though. In game 1, Kansas City going up to 5 and 4. Kansas City Royals. Wade Merrifield had a 2-run shot, 2 for 4. Ryan O'Hara was perfect, 3 for 3. Had a good game with 2 doubles. Tell you more in a second. Okay, there we go. Still early on time. It's not bad at all. Besides, my ass has been up since 5:30, closer to 6 this morning, so it's all good. What's it be? Alberto Mendesi had a double, 1 for 4. And Salvador Perez was 1 for 3. So the Tigers go down to 4 and 6. Loss to the Royals up to 5 and 4. Game 1 Kansas City 2-1. 7 hits, 1 error. 7 hits and 0 errors. So the Tigers are 4 and 6 of the season, guys. And simulate that for a moment. As far as the other teams go, we'll get to jump into that. Let's get a little more, no less conspiracy.
Hello there,
hold on, I'll look into that in just a moment.
Around the league on Monday. In the AL Central, the Royals defeated
Just
the
want to
visiting
quickly
Tigers
double check this
2-1.
one real quick.
Casey Mize put together a complete game effort and gave up
See
only
if
2
it's still
earned runs
inside
in the
that mix.
process, but still was tagged with the loss on the mound. The Seattle Mariners launched 3 home runs as they dismantled the White Sox 14-4.
Let's look in the lock
The
real
Minnesota
quick.
Twins bested the visiting Indians
Hold up a minute.
2-1. The Yankees totaled 11 hits as they took down the visiting Orioles 7-3.
Looking at what we're
The Rays
seeing
had
quite a
12
bit
hits
more.
as a team as they took down the Red Sox on the road 8-7. They now have 5
So
straight
looking at one of the
wins.
2 videos.
The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim pitched well,
As a
allowing
matter of
only
fact,
3
too.
hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 3-0. The Padres sent 3 balls into the seats as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 6-2.
Just keep less notice of
The Miami
anything.
Marlins swung it well with 15 hits in the game
Alright.
as they pulled away from the Nationals 10-0. The Phils
Okay, we're back in it. Alright guys, first the other teams go. We're going to start with the Mariners. Winning by 10 runs over the White Sox in Chicago. By 10 runs, final score 14-4, 18 hits, 1 error, 12 hits, and no errors. Make sure it tries to stick more often. Gonzalez for the second win. The Twins won by 1 run after 9 innings over the Indians in Minnesota. So far, the connection so far today is doing quite well. I mean, when it comes to weeknights, it's not that proud. It's making sure the connection tries to fit well and tries to have good condition. Final score by 1 run, 2-1, 4 hits, no errors, 8 hits, and no errors. May of his first win. The Yankees win by 4 runs after 9 innings over the Orioles in New York City. That's my love and I in the other group, one that we went with a couple years ago. With that and DC. DC was last year. Way before this stupid damn virus tries to cause no distractions but keeps the impact. Final score 7-3. 11 hits, no errors, 14 hits, and 0 errors. Garcia with second win. Fireballer and Aroldis Chapman with his fourth save, excuse me. The Brewers win by 1 after 9 innings over the Reds in Cincinnati, state of Ohio. Final score of that one, 3-2, both 8 hits, no errors altogether. Lurio's second win, Cludio his first save. The Marlins win big in a blowout by 10 runs over the Nationals in Washington. Final score that quick, 10-0 shutout, 15 hits, no errors, 5 hits, and 1 error. Lopez with his very first win. Same thing with the Phillies, winning by 10 runs over the Blue Jays in Philadelphia. Trying to look at a little sum real quick. Keeps a little more charming chances. There we go. Yeah, I think my opponent's going to have to come in the chat next time. Once we do Valhalla tonight. We'll get more popularity. 10-0 shutout, 9 hits, no errors, 4 hits, and no errors. Nola 3-0 on the mound for the Phillies. Won a perfect 1 by 4 runs over the Pirates in Pittsburgh. Final score 4 down the line. Quatanio second win. Strope for the Rays. Win a closer 1 run over the Red Sox in Boston. Okay, there we go. Final score of that one, 8-7 by 1 run, 12 hits, no errors, 7 hits, and 1 error. Fairbanks' second win, Anderson was third save. The Padres win by 4 over the Braves in Atlanta. State of that is Georgia. Final score 6-2, 8 hits together, and 1 error together. Which is actually any surprising team between a current baseball team and a different side form on the reins, or on the cycle. Pennington with his first win. The Dodgers skyrocket by 11 runs after 9 innings over the Cardinals in St. Louis. Hey, what's up, Kid Wonder? How you doing? You're from Ronnie's group, correct? Ronnie, Volko, or you're from one of the 3 groups, correct? By 11 runs, final score 12-1, 7 hits, 1 error, 12 hits, and 1 error. What of a second win? But how are you today, buddy? The D-backs win by 1 over the Giants in San Francisco, between any closer battle with a high-scoring run. Final score after 9 innings, 4-3, 5 hits, 1 error, 9 hits, and 0 errors. Oh, nice. Yeah, running egg is the best of all time. But how you doing? So between your channel, Kids Wonder, what do you do? What do you do on your channel? Like I said, you guys have seen my channel. My content's been very good. The way it should be and the way it should be going. That's why I always recommend Twitter and Discord. Facebook, not as much. Not as much at this point in time. Just tries to keep a little more negotiations. But thank you for sharing me out on YouTube. Kids Life, thank you so much. Gallon for second win. Rodon for second save. And the Angels win by 3 runs after 9 innings over the Athletics in Los Angeles. Final score, 3-0 shutout, 7 hits, no errors. Oh, thank you, Wonder. So, what do you do on your channel?
No problem.
Most of us will be with Running Egg tonight. I did lose 4 supporters for any other set this morning. I was at 1600, I lost fucking 4 supporters today. But if anybody can get me back up there, it's Tuber, and, Running Egg for sure. But he does not want to see any numbers in the chat, especially with the words. The words is not bad. But, can you also do me a good favor, Kids Wonder? I'm gonna draw my love's link in the chat for a minute. She wants, as you guys, and most of us already know, she wants 300 by the end of next year. So, she's at 58. If we can actually get her there, let me know. You guys can drop your channel links as well, if you jump in it. So the Tigers are 4-6. The next time you guys will see baseball will be this weekend. Will be on Saturday, with a new episode of Ghost of Tsushima, and that's every Saturday and Sundays. So next time it will be Game 2 in Kansas City. The 4-6 Tigers taking on the 5-4 Royals on Saturday morning, as we speak. But staying calm and staying loving and caring and always staying perspective behind it. So Saturday morning on the mound for the 4-6 Tigers will be Spencer Turnbull. Has an 0-1 one-loss record, 13 strikeouts for 2.61 ERA. And on the mound for the 5-4 Royals in Game 2 in Kansas City will be Chris Bubik. 0-1 record, 6 strikeouts for 3.60 ERA. A run average altogether between 3 letters. As far as the other teams go, real quick. Got the Twins taking on the Indians in Minnesota. Plesac 1-0 for 3.46 ERA versus Barreros for 9.0 ERA. It's always called a run average, guys, between giving up runs, so it's good sizable hits on it. Thank you so much for foam. I grabbed up the channel you dropped. Oh, thank you, Kid Wonder. But how good is your channel? Like I said, if anybody can get each other up there, it's Running Egg. He's a warming, loving, caring person that knows how to drop our channels. But other than that, he's a great man, as anybody should be. White Sox take on the Mariners in Chicago. Sheffield 1-0 for 3.75 ERA versus Theo Little for 1.13 ERA. The Orioles take on the Yankees in New York City. by all means for 1.50 ERA versus Cole and for 1.23 ERA. For run average, remember that guy's been around for a good amount of time. The Reds take on the Brewers in Cincinnati. Bronze with a 5.68 ERA versus Trevor Bauer 2-0 for 2.40 ERA. The Nationals take on the Marlins in Washington. Sanchez 2-0, 7.36 ERA versus Max Scherzer for 13.50 ERA. As it goes between the lines, goes between pitcher after pitcher or any after team. The Blue Jays take on the Phillies in Philadelphia. Merriweather 0-2 for 10.80 ERA versus Wheeler, 16.20 ERA. But Kid Wonder, what do you think of my commentary? For most of you guys know me for a long time. So I've been on YouTube for over 2 years. Is I'm always a heavy hitting RPG person. When it comes to Final Fantasy since I was a kid. But you guys recognize my commentary when it comes to a sports radio or when I do baseball, or any sports game to try to manage a team. You guys tell me I actually do a good job, which I really do. Even though I'm normally kind of like compared to baseball demos, Red Sox fans set up to those two and Utah Mike. Those two are great guys, they're great gentlemen, knowing how to do baseball between replays, cards and dice, boxing, bowling, anything on that. You could definitely make the MLB network no problem. Oh, really? Maybe. Depending if they're willing to hire me or something. It all depends. The Pirates take on the Cubs in Pittsburgh. Udavis 1-0 for 3.75 ERA versus Talon 2.77 ERA. Rays take on the Red Sox in Boston. Snell 0-1, 4.50 ERA versus Rodriguez with a 6.35 ERA. We're almost done, guys. Braves take on the Padres in Atlanta. Clevinger 2-0 with 69 ERA versus Soroka with 1.50 ERA. So, do you like my commentary, Kid Wonder? I mean, I've been doing baseball for a long time. Since PSP and had DeVito for over 5 years. Besides, I've still been having this #1 seed. With this, PS5's been more powerful than the PS4 and the two on the Xbox system between the X1. So seriously thankful between this system and the two new ones that's been out. Between a different time. Between a couple days for sure. But it's all good. It's all good. As long as people know what great content they're making, they'll get plenty of love, respect, viewing, and knowing what they love doing. That's exactly the important thing between the few. Dodgers take on the Cardinals in St. Louis. The one and only, the powerful and Clayton Kershaw, 2-0 for 2.40 ERA versus Zach Flattery and for 5.73 ERA. The Go-Go Mets. Thank you, Utah Mike, for getting that in the reins. Best of luck and much love for content. Take on the Astros in Houston. Juan Porcello 0-1 with 10.13 ERA versus Justin Verlander with 2.63 ERA. Between the few. The Rockies take on the Rangers in Colorado. Len 0-1 with 4.63 ERA versus Marquez with a 4.15 ERA. The Giants take on the D-backs in San Francisco. Weaver 0-1 with a 4.35 ERA versus Drew Smiley with an 11.57 ERA. And the Athletics visit the Angels in Los Angeles. Montez 0-1, 3.60 ERA versus Haney with a 4.30 ERA. Run the Evans. Alright guys, we're going to be wrapping things up in a moment. We're going to get the standings. We'll see what the other teams are based on. See how the others are trying to do confidently between the others. We're going to start with the American League Central. 2 wins for the 7-4 Twins of the season. 2 losses for the 6-5 Indians. 1 win for the 5-4 Royals. Half even with the 6-5 Indians. 1 loss for the 5-5 White Sox, and the losing column for the 4-6 Tigers. Only 1 game behind the 5-5 White Sox. The American League West, 2 wins for the 7-4 Angels. 1 loss for the 6-4 Houston Astros. 2 wins so far for the 6-5 Mariners. And the losing column, 2 losses for the 4-7 Athletics, and the same with the 1-9 Rangers. Behind 2.5 games by the 4-7 Athletics. In the National League East, so far in the chat, hold on. Hold on a second, guys. Hack, Louisi Super. Very nice. Very nice. Get to that in a moment. And there we go. We're back in it. One loss for the 6-4 Nationals. 2 wins for the 6-5 Marlins. 2 losses for the 4-7 Atlanta Braves. 1 win for the 4-7 Phillies. Hold up, let me look at this. Hold on a second, guys. Hold on. Hold on, guys. I'll get back to the settings in a second. Okay, there we go. Keep more substantial ways on that. Okay. And oh yeah, 2 losses for the 3-6 Mets. That's in National League East. For the National League Central, not that bad going on formality. 1 win for the 9-1 Cubs. 1 loss for the 6-4 Cardinals. 4 wins in a row. That's a 4-game winning streak for the 5-5 Brewers. Only behind by 1 game back from the 6-4 Cardinals. 1 loss for the 5-5 Cincinnati Reds. And 2 losses for the 4-6 Pirates. 1 game back of the 5-5 Reds. National League West also heating up. 2 wins for the 9-1 Dodgers. 1 win for the 7-4 San Diego Padres. 2 wins each for the 5-6 Diamondbacks and the 4-6 Rockies. And 2 losses for the 3-7 Giants. Okay, there we go. Okay, last but not least, the American League East. Good win streaks going on. 4 wins in a row for the 8-2 Yankees. 5 wins in a row for the 6-4 Rays. 2 losses each for the 6-5 Red Sox, the 3-7 Orioles, and 7 losses for the 1-10 Toronto Blue Jays. Okay, let's see how we're doing on time. Get to that in a second. We're going to wrap things up for this morning, guys. Tell you what's going to happen tonight. Hold on. Don't move. Okay, that is not exactly what I wanted. Hold on. Alrighty, guys, that's going to be a wrap for me this morning. I will be back tonight. As today's Tuesday. Remember, guys, every Tuesday, Wednesdays on this format. You guys will have a new episode of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. And then tomorrow's Wednesday. Remember, guys, I'm off till Thursday. Which is why on Thursday morning, you guys will have, actually no, Thursday night after 6, you guys will have the series premiere of Cyberpunk. It's an RPG hidden. So we can actually jump on that good, clearly and understandable between the numbers with good varieties on it. So baseball will be back on Saturday morning with a new episode of Ghost of the Tsushima of every Saturday and Sundays. If you guys want to catch more MLB 20 every 1 to 2 days a week, managing the 4-6 Detroit Tigers, smash the like button, hit that red support button, guys are new in the chat. Make sure YouTube doesn't take your supporters count away by keeping it going down, but keep on fighting the purge together. Hit that like button, hit that red support button, tweet it out, comment, share it. If you guys have a Twitter, guys, give me your first and last name information anytime you guys like. The numbers are still the same as it should be, at the same point at the same time. Remember, guys, I always remind you guys, it's 824-656-00 at the same point between the good one and general. You guys also have a Discord. You guys can say hi to me on Discord. If you guys want to talk about anything, how I got inside Runny's group, Tuba's group, combined with Volko, let me know. Or if you want, you guys would talk about the Game Awards. I'm fine with that between anything else, etc. Between it. And remember, guys, we watch our videos in full. Like them, share them, tweet them out, comment. Never ask for support back. And, if you guys also want to vote for the Idol, you guys can vote Aladdin at 30, Great Summer at 13, up to next year. And remember, guys, stay connected. Don't let the Purds fool you. Keep on fighting that Purds. And keep on taking down its ass as much as we can. Because the more we all bring in, the more people that are considered family, the more we try to make the great stuff behind it. If you guys have any other questions going into tonight when I do Valhalla, let me know in the comment section on Twitter, or let me know on YouTube. But alrighty, guys, I'm going to get the hell out of here this morning. I will see you tonight for Valhalla. See what we got going on. I want to say thank you, Kid Wonder and Randall, for coming in. Would have expected more. But I'm pretty sure you guys will make a comment after I'm done. So, and my point could be in the chat tonight. So other than that, guys, have a good morning. I'll see you tonight for Valhalla. Be good to one another. Be kind. Love one another. Stay safe. Stay emotional. And always stay great out there today, guys. I'll see you tonight for Valhalla. Same time, same channel. And until then, of course, stay out. And I'll see you guys